In another 5-4 ruling, the Supreme Court upholds the president's controversial travel ban. Lower court said it discriminates against Muslims and went beyond executive authority. But President Trump calls today's decision a tremendous victory for the American people. White House correspondent Mark Irons reports. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Wyatt. A dissenting Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor said today's ruling denies countless individuals the fundamental right of religious liberty. But over here at the White House, the president calls it a moment of profound vindication. He hails it as a victory for national security.
This is a great victory for our Constitution. We have to be tough, and we have to be safe, and we have to be secure.
The president quick to tweet his initial response after the narrow 5-4 high court decision came down. Supreme Court upholds Trump travel ban. Wow. In a White House statement, he adds, in this era of worldwide terrorism and extremist movements bent on harming innocent civilians, we must properly vet those coming into our country. The president's travel ban applies to people from 5 countries with Muslim majority populations: Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. But it also blocks travelers from North Korea and some Venezuelan government officials and their families. The Supreme Court decision upholds the policy has a legitimate grounding in national security concerns. But a dissenting justice wrote that history will not look kindly on the court's misguided decision, and protesters outside used stronger words.
We know that they're inhumane. We know that they're racist. We know that they're discriminatory.
When Muslims are under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back!
The president says it's all about the security of Americans. But Farhana Kara, the executive director of Muslim Advocates, says the commander-in-chief is engaging in religious discrimination and the decision will hurt Americans.
It's going to impact American families, Yemeni, Iranian, Somalian, Libyan American families who now will not be able to have their family members visit, to attend weddings, funerals, graduations. So this is a disturbing decision.
Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion for the 5 justices who support the ban, but he included an interesting line saying, quote, "We express no view on the soundness of the policy." Today, Catholic Relief Services is also reacting. An official says people seeking refuge in the U.S. are victims of the same terrorists that Americans are trying to fight. Wyatt.
White House correspondent Mark Irons reporting. Thanks, Mark.